shaking my head or gaping, just all the stuff you guys find. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Or laughing because you guys are hilarious. So.
Oh, I absolutely appreciate that. So yeah, we came across his Facebook account.
Ooh.
He's been arrested, I think, a couple years back.
Oh God. What did he
He
do?
did some kind of rap song that involved rape threats or murder or whatever, and he wound up getting, I think, I forget how many years probation or whatnot. But what did you know about Critical Thought?
Oh boy. That's not really like a lot of stuff, unfortunately. Um, but I met him from the Western Massachusetts Bronies group. Um, and like, oh gosh, which it's completely like disbanded now.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. The leader is off in his fantasy world, and everybody else is just off living their lives. I don't know. It wasn't like a very organized group, you know what I mean? It was kind of just like sporadic, like, hey guys, I have an idea, let's go out and do this, you know. Um, so yeah, like I remember I met him through, you know, the head, Cyclone Dusk. And like he seemed like a pretty decent guy, like, you know, when I first met him. But one of the first things he told me ever was, "Hey, do you remember that one like brony cringe picture of the guy kissing Vinyl Scratch?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that picture." And he's like, "That's me." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, here, I'll pull it up." And I was like, "Okay." And he pulled it up, and I was for sure it was his face. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, dude."
When
Like, that's something interesting.
when did he
But go
tell you
ahead.
about his interest in kids?
Oh god, I think it was actually 2015. It was somewhere around 2015, 2016, something like that. I can't remember the exact year. But I remember I was talking to Cyclone, and he brought up Ryan for some reason. I can't remember why. This was like went back on the Skype days, you know. And he's like, oh, like he has something to talk about. A lot of people stopped being his friend, and I was like, oh, well, what's going on? And you know, Ryan contacted me and basically admitted that he's into kids. He's like, I'm into younger people, but I won't touch them or anything. It's just like, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to do. I don't want to like it, but I do like it. You know, he was talking about stuff like that, and I just didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to think. You
Like,
know?
yeah, sorry, I missed that. I had to do something really quick. But one more time.
No, it's okay. Oh, wait, what was the last thing you heard?
You said that he wasn't interested in them. He was, well, I mean, he was interested, but he wasn't going to touch them, is what you said.
Yeah, yeah, he said that like he wanted to like try to get help for it because he wasn't sure what to do, and a lot of people stopped being his friend because he admitted about it. And I was just like, I don't know what to say, dude. I have no idea, you know. And like I don't know. Like I remember he told me, he's like, well, remember when we went to that one meetup where we went to that pizza place? And I was like, yeah. Um, and he was like, well, like you guys were like venting about, you know, how people like how you can't understand how people can like touch on kids and stuff. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I remember this. And he's like, well, remember when I like walked out and I was like on the phone? I was like, I guess. It's none of my business, but and he's like, well, yeah, I was like talking. I forget who he said he was talking to. It was either a friend or somebody he knew. But he was basically saying like, oh yeah, like I felt like I wasn't sure if like, you know, I wanted to be around you guys anymore because like it made me uncomfortable that you guys were like venting about that stuff. And I was just thinking to myself, well, yeah. I mean,
So, wait, so you guys were bitching about pedophiles, and that made him uncomfortable?
yeah. So he like I remember him being on the phone. Like I remember him saying, I don't know if I can be friends with them anymore. But that's like all I heard him say to the person. But I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, you know, then because
I
it's
was
before
about to say,
he
well, thanks for
admitted to
making the
us.
decision easy.
Yeah. So that's like before like he, you know, he admitted to us, and I was like, oh, okay. Like I had a feeling he was kind of talking about us, but I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
it's too a little too convenient in the area. But yeah, that's I'm trying to. I don't really think there's much more. Because I didn't really have too many interactions with him. He was kind of just like a guy like on the sort of sidelines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Um, But yeah, he so definitely can confirm that he's part of the Western Mass Bronies group, or well, again, when it
Well,
was a thing.
to yeah, to be fair, I know when I was trying to win Josh over, and I managed to share your conversation with me about that, and he's like, "That's pretty damning," and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "Okay, that's good to know."
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate
Yeah.
you coming forward. Just read off a super
Oh
chat
yeah,
here
of
from
course.
Overlord of Knives. Hi, boss. Just got off work. Appreciate it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was gonna go through some of his other stuff, but uh, part of that reason is that Rouge's DMs are a bit more intermingled. Yeah, I know you're home, Rouge, but are you available? I'm giving you time. If you still need to set up, I can always send me a DM in Discord, and I'll chuck you in the call. Rouge went like above and beyond. She's the one who managed to. She found. She was looking at my friend Hateful Tate. Found the image. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one sec. I'll see if they sent me a message yet. There we go. All right. Did they? Yeah, there it is. Rouge. Did. There we go. Join call. There we are.
Alrighty, tidy. Here we are.
Yeah, so Rouge is the one where when we discovered, or Hateful Tate discovered that one picture from Critical Thoughts, what's it called, Spotify account that had the,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, oh, this is the same face on this one Bernie analyst over here. And I was like, oh, great, we can't get
Yeah,
away from this.
I
But,
remember when he was like telling me that he wanted to do start doing like reviews and analysis and all that stuff.
so that lines up, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, that's his account. Critical Thought. I remember that. I remember
There's
his OC on there.
there's a bit more damning things here that can't be shown on YouTube, nor do I think that my
Oh
fans nor
boy.
you. Rouge came across,
Oh gosh.
there's a porn account.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, the the panties in the porn account that matches up with one of his regular accounts matches up with some of the shots from TherapyRarities, and did they have like ponies on them or rainbows or what was it, Rouge? I forget.
They were red and polka dotted and lacy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And as well as Critical Thoughts said on his other account, he's like, oh yeah, one of my fetishes is totally to dress up. He's like, not that I'm trans, and I'm like, well, look, normally I wouldn't be here to give people a hard time for that, but
Right, right.
it's just one of the things that identifies and ties all these accounts together. Do you have any? I've peeked through the Facebook account, and I know that there was a lot of things in there that might not fly on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you felt like you had some screenshots, perhaps? Maybe the arrest record, or at least where he cops that. Whoosh.
Oh, I didn't. That wasn't on Facebook, but I have the one from the Wix.
Yes, let's have the Wix account. Anything that you could throw into this chat that'll be YouTube safe. No,
Boy, oh
Cloudy
boy.
Brony. Spicy hot drama keeps these streams up. Yeah. Well, for however long that people are watching still, I guess. What's up, Hateful?
I'm not gonna lie. I still think it was really funny, like when you sent me the screenshot of his tweet, that he has no idea why we're not friends.
Um,
I was like, dude.
he said something about, like, I think he tried playing it off. It was something else, and then when you told me what it was, and I was like, oh, that's pretty much everything I needed to hear. So even if they aren't the same person, there's plenty of reason to avoid Critical Brony. And when he lost interest in his reviews, it was about the same time that I was starting to kind of peek into him, and people were kind of catching on to him. So
He probably thinks we're not friends because I stopped talking to him.
I mean,
Gee, I wonder why.
no, you're doing fine. Let's see. I guess I could open up freaking.
Yep, Northampton, Mass. Yep.
Are any of these new that I found? Anything that I didn't cover already? There's the WubCake shots. You're welcome. Like, when I was just trying to draw the correlation, I didn't. There were a bunch of like pettier screenshots that I took for my own amusement, and I was like, I'm not going to include this. I want this to make this quick, fast, and painless. But for Mr. Andrews, let's see. I would have loved to have been able to get Cherry Days on, just to, if how. Oh, here we are. Giazzo.
I think he likes her because she has a smaller body frame.
You
I'm
know,
not.
Needle
I
Stitch
would
said
not be surprised.
Needle Stitch has said similar things, but that pertains to a lot of Cherry Days' fans, according to Needle. And
Oh.
I really respect Needle Stitch, so I'm just gonna just shut up and let them have their say. Anyways, okay, I always knew I needed to bring happiness into the world. It was 2001. I'd like to point out from his Facebook account, he's been in the fandom, I think, all the way back to 2012, and he's been going to BronyCon year after year. I think at least until like that probation thing kicked in. My resident Ryan Andrews started being introduced into rap music at age 7. He wrote his first song coming from a middle class family. Ryan didn't have much to work with when recording music. I know that there's zero fair use with music, so no, I won't be playing any for anybody right now. Because if you just, yeah, I'm under the impression that pedophiles aren't the best of sports. Yeah, they're not the best of sports when it comes to including things on copyright, and they'll do anything to get the video. So I'm not going to make it easy for them. Just an old cassette recorder and a dream. At first, he didn't even use beats, just vocals. Eventually, he fell in love with a girl named Alicia in 2004 when he was 10. I'm wondering if Alicia is like some famous person. It was because of this relationship that he decided to start making his own. I'm skipping ahead here. Ryan discovered the Brony fandom soon after making this trek. He saw the error of his ways. Oh wait, I must have skipped too far here. Okay, here we are. A graphic depiction of facts of the video punishment. We sometimes all secretly wish that we could deliver upon the people that treat us badly. Making the track was a release for me. I felt it made a song about doing violent things to these people. It would prevent the anger inside me from bottling up and exploding and causing some innocent people to get hurt. Ryan says about the song. Yeah, I'd heard that it threats of rape and murder, I heard, so maybe he's just admitting a fact here. Heartbeat was 120, was arrested by local police a few days after release at the age of 17. He was charged with 1 felony charge of bomb, hijack, threat, and 2 misdemeanors. Oh, did you want to say something?
No, I was just commenting, like, dang.
Threats to commit murder and a threat to commit rape. There it is. So yeah, I was like, if I don't find it here on the thing, I'm like, oh crap, please tell me I didn't imagine that, because I certainly don't want to take those kind of liberties with the story. It wasn't until the felony charge was dropped almost immediately that Ryan was sentenced on 4 months house arrest, then a following 3 months probation. However, the GPS bracelet we needed to wear would not be available for the full 24 hours from the date of the arraignment. So he had to spend the night in a county jail. On the ride to the jail, Ryan decided that he would fully embrace the pony lifestyle by loving and tolerating everyone. Well, if you're not killing the fandom, you're sure trying. He knew this positive attitude would help him in the end. Ryan comments about his night in jail. It wasn't that bad until the screams started that night.
Sounds like an edgy OC thing. It wasn't that bad until the screams started at night.
Jeez. God. Everybody needs to hire WubCake. Anyways, the bracelet has been delivered to the courthouse the next day. Ryan started rapping in his holding jail cell. How do you know that wasn't why the screams started? Anyways, he decided to use
It was the other inmates.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Stop rapping about children!
So yeah, I let's look back. Is there any comments from you guys? I just like it once over that. Oof. Oh, there's kawaii pants. Just looking through. Anybody else has anything else to say? You had from their Facebook. Do you have the picture of his work history there? His recent. It's like at the dead end of the Facebook Rouge.
You didn't tell me to get that.
Well, it's when I posted the Reddit link to the TherapyRarity thing. It should be there. Do you still have the link to the Facebook? Yeah.
Yeah, I have the link to the Facebook.
Yeah, just scroll on down to the end. We can keep it going.
Alright, I sent you a whole bunch of other stuff as it is.
Oh, here we go. His yeah, I'll put these off in the I'll copy all this and just drop it off at the description. Here's some of his other accounts. Buh. There was somebody who helped bring forward the information, but they wished to remain anonymous. They're like, this doesn't constitute doxing. I was like, it's all out in public. But no, if you're concerned about it, I'll keep your anonymity. Confirmation that he's SilvyrTongue. Let's see.
Goodness.
Here is the art for the song. I'll talk with you about the details on Skype. My Skype is rainboom_TBS. Dying of the light. That is, yep. Certainly seems edgy enough to be our guy.
But that was his rebrand after being Rain Boom, and then before that, Heartbeat 120. He's had so many fucking names.
Okay, here we go.
The ones that I recognize, like personally, are of course Rain Boom, because I think that was his rap thing. I can't remember.
Yep.
I recognize the HXC Brony one.
Yeah. That's also to that porn account.
Oh boy.
Can you
I think.
Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Oh, I was gonna say because I think he's had like a couple of Skype accounts too, but I don't remember.
Okay, no, that's perfectly fine here. So he currently works at I believe it's Market Basket. That's the place that he usually works for 4 hours and bemoans how hard his life is. About as bad as me with work. Platform Sports Bar is his old job. This is all from his Facebook that's still up. I do recommend to show some caution and to be at least 18 years of age when drifting through this man's work.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have that, what was that third account, the first one you found on YouTube, Rouge?
Which one? He has like 7 different YouTubes.
It would have been the first one that you, like, not Critical Thought, but the one after that you found.
Oh, the Passion?
I think so.
Yeah. Let me grab it from our DMs. Because that's easiest.
Because I remember looking over it, like, he did it's really funny, and I...
Oh crap! I haven't even unfriended him yet. I didn't even notice.
No, I noticed.
God,
I wasn't going to say anything. No, look, I'm not out to get you up. Well, let's. Who goes through their follows in Twitter? I
don't
know
even use Facebook barely.
Well, okay, yeah, I did notice that. I was like, that looks like it's Wub. Maybe it's. I was like,
I went to look for him, and then I was like, why is it so easy?
I'd like to state for the record that WubCake was completely forthcoming and absolutely willing to help out in every way possible.
There's a picture of him with Michelle Creeber.
God. The gotcha that I was more looking for is a little bit more. That's not the one I'm looking for. Let's see if I can find it.
Do you want the SilvyrTongue? Do you want the...
I'm just going to come out and say it. Ellie
Looks
Monty
like a potato.
in one of the videos is like, you truly are a good brony. And I want that for a screenshot. I really, really want that.
Wait, on what?
Ellie he made this like pro KP video where he's like, you guys are all being bullies, and then Ellie Monty shows up and says, you're a genuinely good person, Critical Thought.
Oh yeah, because she's also a KP fan, so
I know, and I wanna rub it in right now because I truly am a god awful person. Let's see.
I just don't like her, so that's my excuse.
Yeah.
There you go.
MLP. Let's see if I could find this boy. Okay. Videos. Oh yeah, it would have been on Critical Thought's channel. Let's see. Most popular. Let me just make sure. State of the fandom.
God, that's cringe.
Paused. Me. I've tweeted to Datter if she wanted to walk anything back. 3 years ago, you are a lovely person. I felt the same drama in the fandom is heartbreaking. Let's try and be positive and good to each other in the heart of this fandom. Used to be, it isn't totally gone.
I'm Miley Monty, and I don't even talk to anybody else in the fandom, and I'm going to say cool things because it makes me look good.
Stay.
I never interact with any other singers or voice actresses because I'm just that amazing.
Wub, you're amazing. That was the best. But yeah, just
True.
in case.
She doesn't interact with anybody.
Yeah, let's just make absolutely sure here. Yep, this is proof that I just clinked on it and it popped over. So this is her. This isn't someone screwing around with a BS account. Oh God. So let's see, Bunk. Oh yeah, here it is. The freaking. Someone, I forgot if it was you, Rouge, that pointed out the is he wearing panties on his face or is it just a regular do-rag?
What?
The SYLVIR.
Oh gosh.
Let's see, is this one?
Oh boy.
It's at the very bottom
He
there.
looks like a potato with hair.
Yeah, I remember when I was like, "Hey, is this the same guy or not?" And I remember, you
Oh
think it
gosh.
is, right?
Hmm?
Do you think that this is the same guy, the SYLVIR that looks?
Silver? Yeah, that's him.
Okay, just making sure. I was like, "Hey, Josh, it's the same guy." Like, looks close. I was like, "All right, I'll bounce it off a couple more people before
Oh yeah,
I can."
his face is on there.
Yeah, there's that distinctive tooth gap.
Oh gosh, one of the videos, Michelle Creeber, Christmas, baby, please come home. Oh god, kids. Michelle Creeber, Apple Bloom.
Oh my God, that's horrifying. Oh.
That's always what I picture though with these kinds of people, just like, oh god, Apple Bloom.
Oh gosh, she's so small.
Oh, I took a drink the minute you said that. Oh. Oh wait, is he actually here? I'm gonna mute this immediately. Was he on stage?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was doing actual I think that's where that girl, the one where he assaulted a couple of women, happened.
Well, what?
Yeah, he posted about how he's assaulted a couple of women at a rave.
I didn't even think that was a brony convention. Holy shit! Really? I know what you're talking about because I've grabbed that freaking here. Let me grab my other flash drive for that.
But yeah, I think he has played at shows and stuff from like all the different things I was going through. I think he has.
All right, let me freaking fight. Fuck. Am I on the right one? I have two TherapyRarity folders. There we go. One sec. I didn't freaking check to see if I've kept this one completely safe, so I'm gonna blank the screen. Fuck. Where is it? I hate the layout on this thing. Bunk. There we go. Dead. Alright.
You have a super chat from Sam.
Okay, I'll grab it in a second. Bunk. There we go. So this is the one that I believe Rouge is talking about. 37. Oh, heavens no, I wouldn't risk coming off as sexually harassing someone. Though, one time when I went to a rave, I got to grind my cock into a random girl's ass because she was high as fuck. So was her boyfriend next to her. Though I tried it with another girl and got yelled at. And I was just like picturing like a regular rave where I'm like, oh no, not a brony convention. All right, let me go back to freaking Sam's thing here.
Am I the only one who's picturing him looking extremely scared while he's doing it?
Yeah.
Creepy new series by WubCake. Creepy bronies. Nice. Well done, Sam. I hope I've done enough things here. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out to see if he tries to go to any further conventions in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I just want to check something else before. Let me blank real quick.
We know he's considering at least a couple. So I think it was BabsCon, Never Free.
Oh, don't worry, we've got BabsCon on lock. That'll be fine. we'll keep an eye on his at
Coyote, stop super chatting.
Yeah. Okay. Just make sure. Oh, that's the wrong one. And bunk. There we are. BEFIO. What's that, Coyote? What's your thingamajig? Is that an abbreviation for something?
Coyote, you should have just oohed.
Jesus, thank you, Coyote. Wow, did we blow through everything in 25 minutes, or was there anything else that we needed to get to, since we basically included... I guess we'll look at Passion real quick. Is that the car one?
Yeah.
Ah, it's the car one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's IC Duelist, which is his Twitch.
Yeah,
How many different names does this guy have?
A lot.
Gosh.
Yeah, he has a lot of accounts. Yeah, if anybody finds something else later, I could definitely fucking create a pinned comment where we can list them all off in case anybody's missing anything. And this one's been active well enough. Yeah, that's definitely our boy. I would know if he opened up his mouth. Yeah, there he is. He's got the teeth. It's definitely... Buh. Alright. I guess we'll check out his Twitch. Has it been active?
His Twitch?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't think there are any old videos saved on there.
Okay, I'll take a looky, Lou. Nope. Yeah, looking pretty dead here.
Yeah. But Critical Thought is still active, and so is his TherapyRarity, so...
Let's see, just reading through here really quick. Hello, everybody. I feel so bad because this show has ended, so I just have to ask around, somebody please give me a hug. The comic's still going if you really need more.
Yeah, they're gonna have season 10 in comic form.
Yeah. By the time that runs out, we'll have Gen 5, so, I mean, you know, the train doesn't have to stop.
Yeah.
God be
Just
willing
keep
they have...
making stuff.
Yeah, God be willing they'll still have decent voice actors on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Rouge just pointed out they're coming out with another season of She-Ra. When's that?
I think that's November.
Yeah, that's great. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Maybe it'll actually have more than 5 or 6 episodes, but I'm not holding my breath.
They're probably doing a half seasons like Voltron did. So they're probably releasing like the first 6 episodes and then they're doing the second half versus making us wait for an entire season.
Which final? What are you talking about, Nelson? Yeah, I think they're talking about the MLP final.
You mean finale?
Yeah, the finale. Do you have any thoughts on the final or the finale there, WubCake, since we've got you here for a hot minute?
Oh, I mean, I enjoyed it. I did think Twilight looked kind of like Littlefoot from The Land Before Time, but, you know. She looks weird!
Look, there's nothing wrong with giraffes. I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I think what makes her look weird is because she's, one, the Celestia base, but with, like, the normal Twilight sparkle eyes.
I'm gonna laugh. Did they even make a toy of that?
They probably will.
I was about to say, if they just did that for the hell of it and there's not even merchandise for that, I'm just gonna wonder. Let's see. Anything else that we need to talk about? Any thoughts about the recent thing that happened in China, Wub?
Which thing that happened in China?
The blizzard thing that just happened, if you wanted to chime in on that.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
Alright, so here's what happened.
Oh boy.
Some Chinese guy wound up winning like a Hearthstone tournament. And I think he's Chinese. Winds up going free Taiwan. It's like, you know, the story of our generation or something like that. And the 2 people who are in charge of the feed are allegedly in on it. That's why it didn't get yanked down immediately. So initially he lost his $10,000. He got banned for a year, and the 2 chuckleheads that were in on it got, like, they got fired. And a bunch of people basically see it as Blizzard's bending a knee because they have like China owns 5% of Blizzard, and a bunch of people got really goddamn pissed off and furious about it.
Huh.
And there's there's been other things like the NBA and stuff that have been like taking a knee because I think one of the managers of I think the Warriors or something sat there and said we stand with Taiwan, and they got kicked out, and the NBA is like trying to disavow the whole statement and stuff, and a bunch of people are getting rubbed the wrong way about it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, on one hand, I can understand wanting to keep politics away from your sport. On the other hand, maybe don't look so bitch made about it. maybe you should have freaking reviewed that through with everybody else and then not acted so instinctively. The even funnier thing about it is their statement that Blizzard eventually put out, like I think a day or two later. There have been people who've studied it, and some of the syntax errors seem like what's it called? Consistent with people who have like Chinese as a first language. So like they were read off. They were probably handed a statement to go read off if they wanted to keep their business where they were. So it's winded up rubbing people a bunch of the wrong way. Okay, yeah. All right. So I think we've come to the end of it. I appreciate everybody coming out. I guess it just wrapped up quick as it did. And